Hey there, everyone. Jim here with Fantasy for the Ages, the show that talks about fantasy, science fiction, and any other nerdy stuff that my son Zach and I like to talk about. I'm here today, Jim, just with a quick take for you regarding Malazan again, a series I'm totally digging and loving. If you enjoy what I talk about here today, be sure to let us know, like the episode, subscribe to our channel, tell all your friends, and heck, why not throw us some money on Patreon? All the notes are down there to see how to do that and how to get a hold of us on Discord, social media, even email. Love to hear from you. So, Malazan. I am 3 books into Malazan Book of the Fallen now. Gardens of the Moon, Dead House Gates, and then Memories of Ice. These are some massive books. Gardens of the Moon opened my eyes to a whole new epic fantasy world. Dead House Gates taught me that I knew nothing about what I thought was going on in these books. Memories of Ice assured me I had found a new home for my fantasy fiction love, and that the challenge of reading this epic series, yes, it would be worth every bit of the time and struggle. But then I went on a pause because I've got too much else I want to read to be able to just live in Malazan for over a year. I mean, I'm not just planning the 10 core novels, I want it all. I'm going to read everything that Erickson and Esselmont have put out here in the Malazan universe. Accordingly, I'm going to have to jump in and jump out from time to time as I read through Malazan. What I've discovered in my brief time away, it's been a few weeks now since I finished Memories of Ice, is that I'm not truly away. My mind is still percolating with all the things that I learned over those first 3 books. And the questions I have, they're taking firmer shape, they're growing in clarity. I'm getting more and more interested to jump back in. And it's not very long before I will pick up House of Chains and get back into this marvelous world. I've got less than 20% to go of Thomas Howard Riley's hefty book, We Break Immortals, which I am really enjoying, though I didn't at the beginning, but that'll be a different episode I will talk about. It's really gotten intense at the end. I will get through that book quickly, and then here we go, Malazan, I'm back! But I think the time away has been productive in a way I had not anticipated. I've got these questions, and there's a real list. I thought you might enjoy knowing what's going on in my head, what am I wondering about, what kinds of things am I eager to discover. So, here, check these out. Ganos Perrin. What's the deal? How did he just end up the master of the deck? Will he indeed, with that power, allow the House of Chains to be legitimized again? Pretty sure he will. And what more will come from his connection to Shadow Throne, House of Shadow, and Dragnapur, Anomander Rake's sword? Speaking of Dragnapur, when will it be broken? I mean, it's made pretty clear that has to happen at some point. When are all those souls who are trapped within going to be freed? What will result from that? When will Calor get what's coming to that punk? It's thousands of years overdue. How about Silver Fox? What's to become of her now? And will the Tattersail personality within hold sway, or will that kind of morph and change? How about Dasim Ultur? He's been mentioned many times, and I'm not an idiot. I've heard things about Malazan Book of the Fallen. I've avoided spoilers, and don't spoil any of these questions for me. I don't want your answers. Just want you to enjoy what I'm thinking about. But come on, Dasim Ultur, he's got to come into this story. So when? Where's it coming? Will it be in the next book? How about Quick Ben? What's up next with him? I mean, we could tell all along he was not just some squad mage. Okay, this dude had powers, abilities, and a backstory. Now we know he's a high mage. What does that change? And the Empress. Is she a good witch or is she a bad witch? Where does she fall? Is she just firmly in the land of gray? I want to know. How about the Talana Mas? What's next for these undead warriors? Because they're not gone. They're on a new mission, but they're not gone. And then Broach and Bouchelane. Man, what's their deal? I know there's whole books, thankfully, short stories, novellas that talk more about them, and I'm looking forward to getting to some of that because those are some characters. And is that really the end of Whiskey Jack? I mean, come on. Is there a way his soul, spirit, whatever will still be involved? I'm inclined to think he's just out now, and the ramifications of his death will have an impact. But then again, there was something hinky about how he died. I mean, he was set up for that. Maybe he himself was a player in that. It wouldn't be the first time he was involved in schemes within schemes. Maybe he allowed himself to die to do something new. And how about that god Fenner, the fallen god of war? When are we going to see him enter things? Because apparently he fell to the mortal plane. He's just human now. Maybe not just. I'm waiting to see what happens with that. I guess my final thought here is what's the end game? We've got humans, immortal beings, ascended, lesser gods, elder gods, all playing in the same sandbox, more or less. Where does this go? I could go on, but that is enough for now. Again, as you watch this video, I hope you enjoy my questions, but don't respond with the answers. I hate spoilers. I will block you forever just to be entertained. And if you want to tantalize me with some teasers, that's fine, but don't ruin it for me. Come on, my first time through, you understand. Okay, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll talk to you next time.